Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? How's everyone doing? Who have we got in today? Kirsty, repping North London. Mandy, repping the Wales. Steve, in Norfolk, repping the whole of East Anglia. And Ali, on behalf of Ireland. How are you all doing? Are you all fantastic? And don't forget our Ellen as well. The Norfolk correspondent wants a bit of shandy. That she can have, not a problem at all. Let's have a look. You woke up to fog this morning, Steve. I bet that was amazing, that wasn't it? Wonderful. Tomorrow's episode is already not child friendly. No shit, Sherlock. You can't have a watershed either. Don't forget that, Kirsty. It's not like you can do it after 9 o'clock because in the US it'll be way before 9. It's just, it's a global thing, so you can't have that. So don't worry about that. Ali behind the bar. Not a problem at all. Thank you very much. See fret on course most of the day. Good. Just take a little bit of the edge off the heat. That's what we like to see. I'm on the San Miguel again. Greetings and salutations, Saphadimus and Pliers. The only person alive in the entire southern hemisphere who is tuned to this particular, I don't even know what you call it, stream, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah. Holding up an entire hemisphere. That's strong, man. That's strong. Yes, I know I'm live. I fucking hate this. It happens all the time. Are you aware of the fact that you are live? Yes, I am. Stick to the time setup. Yep. Because it'll always be early somewhere in the world. Which is why it annoys me with these YouTube gurus. Pick the proper time to put your content out there. Well, do you know what? No, doesn't matter. There will be times during the day when more of your followers are busy and are online, but it's the first 3 or 4 days people may or may not watch, and then they will watch, so it doesn't matter at what point. Load of shit. They're just making money off trying to help people get monetized and what have you. It's bollocks, man. It happens when it happens. Apologies for being late. You were not late at all. You have to kick a neighbour in the teeth quickly. No problem with that. Morbid fact alert. Go ahead, Saf. It is with it. Yep. If you miss it, rewatch it. Definitely. That way, Kirsty still gets to watch hours as well, because at some point you will need those hours, I'm telling you. Once it starts getting under your skin, you'll be wanting to get every hour you can. Yeah, stick one of the parental guidance stickers on it. You should be able to get them. In fact, is that an option with the? Is it StreamYard you're using? I reckon that might be an option. I think you can do that. If not, I'll be able to send you one anyway. Very true. I know. I'll be speaking the truth. As the sun rises across the world, so Morningwood follows the sunrise, like a blue pill Mexican wave. Oh my word, what a boss name for a punk band that is. We are Blue Pill Mexican Wave. Definitely, I'll have a bit of that. Yep, StreamYard. I think I've used StreamYard and Restream in the past, both of them. But you can add little stickers in the corners and things, I'm sure you can. Pretty sure you can anyway. Steve didn't appear last night after the shower of shite you watched. He wasn't in the mood. Not a problem at all, mate. Absolutely 100% understand that. You haven't got to be here for every stream anyway. I'm saying that to everybody who's in here. I just appreciate when people are anyway, so Don't worry about that. Oh, Botrice, which is the French pronunciation of it, Botrice, has joined the channel correctly. It's the English channel, not the French channel. Even though you're Spanish, we know that. Check it out in a bit. It's worth it. Just in case. I mean, bollocks to them. Who else does that? Do you know what? I think, does Angie do it? Angie might occasionally put that up in the corner, doesn't she? In the top left-hand corner. Oh, we've got Foo Fighters going on there, by the way. I beam a schweem, ice cream. Man, you can't spell, you're blaming the heat and Jeff. It's Jeff, it's always Jeff. It's never anyone else, it's Jeff. If in doubt, it's Jeff. Tips going in there as well. What chances England playing the Dutch on Sunday? Do you know what? I haven't even looked at the groups really. It was making no sense to me whatsoever. I think it's one of those where I'm going to try and find out after the groups are finished who's playing who. At the moment, it just makes no sense. Like they said during the game earlier, the Belgium game, Ukraine could have, oh no, I can't remember what it was, but someone could have finished with 3 points and gone through, and someone else could have finished with 4 points and gone out. Just makes no sense. All because whoever it was with 3 points finished third in the group, and whoever it was that could have got 4 points would have finished bottom. So you end up with more points but get out. It's mad. The whole thing's cray-cray, not in a good way. Let you know when it's time for a sandwich. Saf, do you want a bevy lid? Yes, Mandy, it is scorchio. Mucho scorchio. Saf is here, you better get some food ready. Damn right, you better get some food ready. I've got my bows. You can't give a baby bows. And I've got my tea. Oh, there we go, snackage. Biscuits or cookies, depending on where you're from in the world, and donuts, or donuts, depending on where you're from in the world. They are a nut made of dough. D-O-U-G-H, it's a dough. Made into a nut. It's not a do made into a nut. Any word from Jess? Not today. No doubt I'll only hear if she's arrested or run out of money. You know what these kids are like. Kids, she's fucking 18 now. But not a word. Not a single word. I meant to do stuff earlier on for this, but I haven't been able to because I've been working till, well, after 7 o'clock tonight. So if I start fidgeting, it's because I've been sat in this chair since about 11:15 this morning. I've done a full day's work. Full day's work. Maryland cookies, by the look of them. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Proper Maryland. Which have probably never even seen the light of Maryland in their lives. In the same way that Haagen-Dazs is not some kind of Swiss ice cream. It was just called like because it looked exotic and expensive. And you can charge more for it. So if you sauteed some onions, peppers and tomatoes, added chicken livers, some veg stock, let it slow cook for 2 hours and add some crispy potato wedges. Hello. I did go for a walk last night. I had to really walk quickly though. It was starting to get a little bit windy and cloudy, and it looked like it was going to rain, which I think it did later on. So I made a very, very quick wander to the top of the street and back. Hit me steps easily. I'm not sure I'm going to do it today. Unless I go to Tesco after this, but I doubt I'm going to. Oh, actually, no. Maybe I will. But I will need a walk later on as well. I'll need to go to the top and back twice. I'll go to the top of our street. Chef in the house. He is in the house. Ham and cheese salad. Bacon as well. Loads of butties going on. Tomash, Tombola, Tomalulu. This is the Coping with Heat support group. Cool. Cool. It does sound very stewish, doesn't it? Manly, too hot to heat, off to the tub. Right. You can find her in the tub without a bucket full of bud. Bucket full of bud even. Rouse chicken and bacon, of course. The crack is sweaty. I would think so. Get yourself a Bose. Get yourself a Bose, alright? Bosey Bose. It's been warm but not stupid today. Although saying that, I got to about 3 o'clock and thought I could really do with an ice cold beverage. And instead I made myself a cup of tea. Instead, obviously, you know, that's what you do. Oh, chip butties as well. Go on, can't go wrong with chip butties. Do you used to have them all the time in the pubs around Goodison? As soon as you got to like Novemberish, started getting a bit cold, you either got a pan of scouse or chip butties or both. Yeah. Oh, reduce the liquid a little so it's not overly stewy. Does the hot tub have one of those misting umbrellas? Now it does. There you go. Yeah, I seen that earlier on, funnily enough. England versus India in the T20 cricket semi-final, the World Cup. If it rains, they haven't put a second day in for a rain delay. India will just go through. Rubbish, man. Can we stop rubbing it in that you're the only one wearing multiple layers of clothing? I'm also wearing multiple layers of clothing, staff. I've got my shorts on. I am not commando underneath. I am multi-layered. Work has ever too much to do, not enough time to do it in. Sounds achingly familiar. Been 29 in London. I think it was about 22 here, but it was nice. In fact, there's a little bit of sun out there, but not much. But plenty of cloud, but it's a nice you can sit outside and have a chat. That kind of temperature. Very nice. Revenge is indeed sweet and a dish best served cold. Which is not cold where you are, it's bloody hot. Yeah, an absolute disgrace. Although Lancashire won, didn't he? By an innings and 80 odd runs. That looks of it. Definitely a T20 disgrace. Saf wants hot chocolate. Of course. And as I say that, Springbok nude girls appear on the screen. Do you want a bowl of ramen? Ali's wearing layers. Ali's wearing about 17 layers every day. Lanky did win. Red Rose won. Haven't really been keeping up to date with the cricket, to be honest. Indomie ramen and a fried egg. Get it on ye. There you go. Hot ramen, hot chocolate. And while you've got the same temperature as us, we're all absolutely bleeding roasting here. Who's the other semi? It is Afghanistan and South Africa, isn't it? In the other semi. Afghanistan, man. Got to watch out for them, you know. People think it's weird, Afghanistan being into cricket. It's not. It's in the same bloody area. Yep. And hot ladies, of course, I do apologise. Lots of hot ladies. Louise would kill for a fried egg. Well, that's very handy to know. If anyone needs anybody icing in the northwest of England, it's very, very cheap. Never mind these thousands of pounds on the dark web. Our Louise will go and do it for you. Mafia style. Execution style. Back of the head. Fried egg, that's all you need. Kirsty's frying eggs up as we speak. On it, absolutely on it. And so's Ali. There's eggs everywhere. Has had a week been in with all her eggs. Shall I put the... Oh, Georgia are winning against Portugal. Go on, I'll put it on the corner. Just in case anyone needs to know what the Bobby Moore is. I like the fact that people have been referring to Georgia as Mega England because of the flag. I've got to say as well, Czech Republic, that's one of the best flags in the world. I love that flag. Not as much as that one, obviously. That's the absolute goat. Well, it's not a goat, it's a bear, but you know what I mean. Cricket's popular in Afghanistan. Yeah, not allowed to keep score. Something about the Taliban. You are getting a dad joke for that one. Very popular in Afghanistan. And it'd be nice if, I don't know, we could stop bombing the shit out of the place and let them actually learn to play the game a bit more. Ketchup and brown sauce on the table. I haven't shared your baby photo. I'll have to do it in the RDA. I can't do it on here. On account of the fact that I think I would be banned. Unfortunately. Got to be runny. Ugh, man. Eggs absolutely knock me sick. I can have scrambled egg or an omelette, but boiled, poached or fried just makes me want to vomit my ring up. Yes, R. Thomas is an absolute legend. Swiss are the world leaders for flag design. Theirs is a big plus. Loving it. Have you nicked my dad joke card, have you? Ketchup, mayo, brown sauce, curry sauce. Ali doesn't like mayo. She only likes offally. That's an Irish county joke there for you. Birthday suit photo. Yeah, your brother as well. Scrambled or omelette. I think this is down to me being premature. I was £3.11 when I was born. Very, very sickly child. In intensive care to begin with. And I was told, or my mum and dad was told by the doctor, he'll always be small. He'll always be a small child. Always be small. And they were wrong. But I think it's down to me dad's best mate at Wrexham, Bobby Scott. His ma, he was from Liverpool, and his ma, just when I was probably, I don't know, months old, this little tiny thing was feeding me eggs and soldiers and stuff. You can't give him that yet. Oh, shut up. Didn't do our Bobby any harm, did it? Look at him. So I ended up being, I think, force-fed eggs to fatten me up or largen me up. It worked. But I just can't look at egg. That's horrible. Fried, boiled or poached, can't do it. I've tried. It makes me want to vom. No boiled egg and soldiers. No. I think I don't know if it's not even the texture, because I eat all kinds of weird stuff as well. It's the taste. I just can't be doing with it. Put a cork in it, put a cork in it. Soldiers with Dairy Lee. There you go. So they're still on parade, just not getting their heads dunked into filth liquid, into chicken ovulations. Don't like Scotch eggs, don't like any of them. Hard boiled, soft boiled. Yep, corking it, another Irish county joke. There's loads in here. There was 2, now there's 4. The jokes are doubling. Not even going to give myself a dad joke for that. It was fucking awful. Do you break the bottom of the empty egg after to stop witches using it to sail away in? What? Man, have you been drinking lead paint or something tonight? What the bleeding hell's that from? You need to get some Philadelphia in. You do. Get some in. They're always handy to have, aren't they? Tubs of Philadelphia. Yeah, Scotch eggs. The egg is the problem. Remove the egg and put something else in there. What did we have? There was a butcher in Southport that used to do a similar kind of thing, but what did he have in the middle? It was sausage meat in the middle, surrounded by haggis and then something else on the outside of that, which was absolutely amazing stuff. But no egg, you can't be having that. Safi's sister was premature and she was on pureed fruit. After she didn't touch another fresh fruit, she's 54 now, so similar to me. Absolutely hammered on eggs, and I'm 51 and I'm still small. Like the doctor said, 6'4" and 16 stone. He'd always be small. Dickhead. Do you know nothing? These know nothing know-it-alls. Just you. Yes, just you, Mandy. And as you know, it's been ruining your transport. Everyone. With Ritz or cheddar crackers, yep. Or breadsticks are always good with them as well. A little bit of Philly. Used to have that in work to snack on. So the eggs are great however they come. Partial to poached eggs on toast. I've tried, I just can't do them. And everyone in our house loves them. Just me. Mind you, I am weird. My tastes are completely different to everyone else's. You're 4.5 ounces when you were born. You've got to be bigger than that. 4.5 ounces. Oxygen's heavier than 4.5 ounces. Oh. Saf. I don't know what to call you apart from a kinky slut for making that. Oh, I could eat that. I could eat that right now. I've not really eaten much today. I had me porridge this morning, like, obviously. I had a butty at about 2 o'clock, and I've not really felt hungry since, but as the night is progressing, I think I need to eat something. I might have to go to Tesco. Just pick up something very quick, including yogurt and raspberries, because I went the other day and completely forgot. Obviously I did because I'm a tit. Dairy Dunkirk. Oh. Is that what it's actually called? Or is that what we're calling it now? So I was just stuffed your face with a slab of bread and dairy late, and now you're popping mini cheddars like they are going out of fashion. Very cheesy, very cheesy. That's a lot of cheese going on there. Tiny early babies, and yet here we are, us little premature. Auto-erect sucks. What? Sorry, autocorrect sucks. Does look exceptionally yummy. Ali's still tiny, whereas I ended up being ridiculously stupid, tall. It's called the Coronary Surgeon's Retirement Funder. It is, isn't it? Can't be eating them every day. Dairy Dunkirk, lest we forget, it's what they would have wanted. Okay, you need to cook some sausage rolls. You do. Raspberries, yogurts and ginger nuts. How did you know the name of my autobiography that was coming out in all good bookshops and some shit ones next week? Ali, you had ginger nuts with tea not long ago. Very nice. Were they buttered by any chance? Feckin' phone. Yes, feckin' phone. I've seen that. Don't worry. You already said you were too hot to spell check. Self-praise is no recommendation. Man delicious. Yeah, Ali did have ginger nuts. Some things have changed. That's a nice drop, but I need to get more. What do I get next? Does anywhere else sell them? Piano Man on the jukebox. Piano. Billy Joel. What's the bloody song? The one about Saigon that he does. I spent years trying to remember what that song was, and then I stumbled across it one night. I remember it from when I was a youth, but it was surprising just how much it sounds like Thomas Dolby, one of his songs, which I was listening to the same night, and it blew me mind, man. It was freaky. OnlyFins update, come on. The Crebensis are at it again. The male has finally taken the lead. The Crebensis with a K, are they related to the Kardashians with a K? Because it seems to be this sex tapes every night. Mad. Selwa, sellotape. Never mind Kirsty's stream having to come with a parental guidance, yours will do as well. Pure, unadulterated filth. Filth. Ali, filth. Do you make your own sausage rolls? Does anyone do that anymore? They used to, didn't they, all the time? Now, they're less plastic and no links to Armenia. And also, if it was, there's a good chance that it'd be KHR, wouldn't it? Carribensis. How do you make a sausage roll? Push it down a nil. I'm here all week. The frozen ones from Greg's. Get them in the oven anyway. I wouldn't mind a bit of that at the moment. Why isn't the chat on the screen? Buttons have been pressed, Mandy. I do apologise. Buttons have been pressed. I was doing something earlier and it just didn't work, so yeah, buttons were pressed. Georgia beating Portugal, yep. Just put me on the TV. I've always wanted to be on TV. Thomas, you make pasties with leftover chilli? Oof. Do you remember the what were they? We had scouse pies, didn't we, at Goodison? But we also had chicken tikka pies. Oh, man, they were fit. Kirsty made sausage rolls once. Guess who makes sausage rolls? Would it be our own Delia, the kitchen goddess of Norfolk, our Helen? Say, is it better than Greg's? It's fighting talk, that, innit? There will be chat amongst people there. So if you want the next shift, yes you can. Oh, there we go. Funnily enough, you're on now. Ellen does, of course she does. Got the skills, the kitchen skills, the S-kills to pay the B-ills. More ice cream as well. Very nice. Man, you can stick frozen ones in the oven. I bet you what though, when you take them out, they're not frozen anymore, are they? Witchcraft. Absolute witchcraft. Put some on now, I'm starving. The home-baked bakery in Goodison has saved you a few night games running from work. Scouse, vegan Scouse. The Coleman beef and Guinness and all that. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I've seen it. Have they got a little van thing there, haven't they? Home-baked bakery. Not been in the fan zone though, really. I'm at the other end of the ground, aren't I? Just get out, walk up and walk in. Helen gets a rooibos tea, some butter biscuits. Steve gets some choc muffins and a pitcher of the finest ale. Is that a flagon of your finest foaming ale, please, Inkeep? Please, you need to get clean. If you don't have bubbles in the hot tub, you're going to have a shower. We can have bubbles in the hot tub. Don't worry about that. Kirsty will travel for a good sausage roll, sorry. They're worth it if you can get a good one. I mean, some of the cheap ones are absolutely horrible, nasty things, but a good one, a good quality sausage roll, is a work of art. It's not even a sausage roll, is it? It's saucisson en croûte, or something like that they call it. With, what was it the other day? Pea something. A Kahlua on ice for Mandy. There's some good stuff going out tonight. No cheap shit, is there? No taboo and lemonade. For Ali, a Mawadi and chips with fish fingers. You had a quick shift today. You did. You might be back behind there later though, Ali. Just warning you now. All you need to do is travel to Sayers. You spent a £5 on one at Gloucester services. It was average. Sayers and Greggs have helped many a person over the years. And if you're going like Liverpool, just go into the central business district. Castle Street, Old Hall Street, Ty Barn Street and all that. You will see people nipping there constantly. That and Pound Bakery. Because it keeps you going. It's cheap and it keeps you going. Kahlua, have you drunk all the tea? I'll get you one out the cellar. There's more tea. Helen normally makes them so big we have to cut them into 6 before cooking. Helen, leave him. Marry me, come on. Oh, mate, you jammy sod. I want one now. I want a sausage roll now. Nowhere does them. You can't even just eat sausage rolls, can you? Well, you can't in Southport anyway. Any amarula? I'll say yeah. Just pour something in a glass, you won't know. A Cosmo triple stacked and some boudoir biscuits. You don't mind, you'll stay out of trouble. Yeah, right. A taboo and lemo, you'll have that next. That's a proper... Is that 90s? Are we talking 90s, aren't we? What was the other one? Mirage, wasn't it? Mirage and taboo. Pound Bakery's just Sayers, but with a different bag. Yeah, order what you like, you'll get whatever you're given. Lucky packet style, yeah. Saft he takes the free-form jazz approach to serving beers. National Trust coffee shops normally have cracking sausage rolls. There must be someone near me. I know Speak Hall is National Trust, isn't it? And they've got a really old snooker table in there that was made by Ashcroft and Sons. I don't know. Maybe relation. Buy some frozen ones. We do normally have them in the freezer here because occasionally you get to about midday and then the house smells of sausage roll. My ma's just chuck loads in. At which point my nephew comes flying down the stairs like one of the fucking Bisto kids. Well, you made food. Ali's heading to the Turb. You've got a South African mate who glugs amarula. Do you mean he drinks the stuff or is that his name? Because Glugs Amarula, I'm sure, played saxophone in 8 Mile Radius, to be honest with you. In fact, sorry, you know what? Yep, he's in the band. Sax solo from Glugs Amarula. For our Kirsty, some mint tea and ginger snapper biscuits. Oh, very nice. Mirage was pants. I remember one of them used to sell, not loads, but used to sell some. The other one was just there constantly. Mirage must have been shape, but Taboo sold a little bit. Was Mirage, was that red and Taboo was orange? I mean, when someone said to you, what flavour are they? That's red and that's orange. That's all I know. Are they woke vegan National Trust sausage rolls? They will be, won't they? Made of foreign immigrant materials. Coming over here, taking our sausage rolls business. Used to be a bakery near you that sold them in phyllo pastry. They were banging, man. The guy retired. Must have made enough, yeah. Louise wants a woo-woo. You're going to have to tell me what that is. Amarula is very popular. Seth wouldn't know because he doesn't drink, of course. Wise man. Not just religious, wise. Yeah, because it's true you get a bottle sent to your table. Glugs Amarula, I'm telling you. The finest saxophonist since Joey the Lips. Bring a bottle of bubble bath. Mandy wants bubbles. Taboo red. Oh, right, it's the other way around, yeah. Taboo red, Mirage orange. Whichever one it was, we only ever used to sell Taboo, and it still smelled horrible as well. Chemically, or something weird anyway. Glugs Amarula needs to be a Glugs Amarula Junior, Glugs Amarula the Third, or Duke Glugs Amarula. Something. You will have an extended name. They always have extended names, don't they? Like Jefferson Fretz Wilkinson, I think it was the other day, wasn't it? So it tastes like the marula fruit it's made from. That's the best description it can give you. Which is no description whatsoever to me because I've never tasted marula. Yep. Not at your chroma, Kirsty. Let Steve know, he'll pick you up. You've had a cherry from the tree before though, the marula tree. Where's just the way to Amarula? Why is Ali only half dressed? Because half is better than none, I suppose. Nicer than Campari. That was red as well, wasn't it? I think. A woo-woo. Vodka, peach, schnapps and cranberry juice. Woo-woo. Having trouble typing because Joust is demanding attention. As always, our Joust. Erica Slow Hand Clapton. He's called Slow Hand for a reason, isn't he? You didn't realise who's took your clothing. It could be I'm just picturing that, you never know. Filthy alley back she isn't, she's fully clothed. Yeah, which half is dressed top left, bottom right? Or Blackburn Rovers style? Bit top leftish, bit bottom rightish. Could be the llamas taking the clothes. They're a bit like goats, aren't they? In that respect, they'll eat anything. Goats have been uppercutted by Anthony Joshua, say him. The doggers or Jeff who took them. There's a lot of culprits here, isn't there? The doggers could, the llamas could, Jeff could. Jeff's evil though, we know that. Why are the dogs going mad this time of night round here? Crazy sods. Anyone else? Anyone you missed out? I think everyone's done, aren't they? Thank God you've got your underwear on. Yeah, Goats Have Been Chinned by Nikolai Valuev. He's one hefty dude, then, man. Why is no one suspecting Kippers or Horace? Because they're fine, upstanding members of the community, unlike the other evil bastards. There you go. Get changed in the staff room, lock your clothes in your locker. Be careful. Running for your spare clothes in your locker. Always keep more in there, yeah? With the key on a rubber bracelet like you used to get in the baths, in Garston baths. Red bands out, green bands in, all that shite. Used to love that. Go swimming on a Saturday morning. Go back to my nan's. Watch Grandstand and eat a full loaf of toast. Used to be absolutely starving after that, after going swimming. Back when I was about 14. You're one greedy fat bastard you are. I was like that. I'm not greedy, I'm growing. Only Saf noticed you being half dressed. He would notice, he's got a sharp eye, as that boy. Saf, did you hide them? Was it you? Yeah, key on a rubber bracelet, smell the chlorine, isn't it? Just one of those things, as soon as you think of it, it's there, you can smell it. And the sound of screaming echoing off the walls and the ceiling. Followed by, oi, no running. You can feel the foot bath verrucas. Yeah, oh, the floating plaster. The wildebeest group is looking at the cars in the car park a bit funny. We need to keep an eye on them. We do. Definitely need to keep an eye on them. Louise, you always got picked for the relay in your team because you were the only one who could do butterfly. What? So you were the first name on the list, obviously. Louise the butterfly. Great stuff. Swimming pool drink vending machines, definitely got a lot to answer for, absolutely. Get the paint gun ready, yes, get the paint gun ready. And that little paddling pool, I remember that as well, there was a little one in Garston baths. Yeah, PJs to rescue the black brick in the pool. Because obviously, that's what would happen in real life. Oh, here we go. Here's the fun fact, you cannot smell chlorine, what you smell is chlorine interacting with the other chemicals within the water. Well, there you go. So if you had a jar of chlorine, you wouldn't be able to smell anything, but if you put water in it, all of a sudden you'd smell it. You're lucky to get a 5 metre certificate. There's no way you're rescuing bricks in pyjamas. Stroke expert, that's me. There you go. I'm so much of a stroke expert, I should be in the front of the boat during the boat race. Used to try and stay under the water for the next session. Yeah, very sneaky. But that's why they had the bands, obviously. Other chemicals. It's not other chemicals. It's the other stuff that's in water. Well, there might have been wee in there as well. We have a pool. Not yet. We might do. We might build a pool. We have the room. The pub's on like a 3,000 acre site, isn't it? We can fit all kinds into this. Jinxie, how you doing? Bronze survival. There you go. Not like a gold or silver. This is like a shit level of survival, but you do survive. What does that mean? If it's gold, they pull you out the water. In fact, no, you pull yourself out the water. Silver, they pull you out the water and you're breathing fine. Bronze, just water coming down your nose and all kinds. Can't breathe, can't breathe. Steve was like a fish, I can imagine that. If we don't have a pool, we should. I think there might be a pool on Sunday. Never had bands. What? Ireland being contradictory as always. Everyone had bands everywhere. Like a fish straight to the bottom. Not a bottom feeder. Jinxie Jungle Juice mixed with Stro rum and some pickle on the side. What? Can you all swim? Can you all swim? Go on, I can. I haven't swum in... Actually, no. What am I talking about? That is absolute bollocks. Of course I can't swim. I've only got one working hand and one working leg. I can float. But yeah, normally I can swim. Saf is a legend as well. There's lots of legends here tonight. You didn't. I did. I believed you, obviously. I wasn't doubting you. I'm just saying that you're very contrary buggers over there, aren't you? With this no band malarkey. Or was it seen to being some kind of English affectation? Don't wear bands like those Irish bastards. It was English bastards, sorry. Yeah. To the extent of not immediately drowning, I think that would that classify as being a swimmer? Used to have a swimming cap and goggles. And you wouldn't win any medals, but you wouldn't drown. That is as much as you can hope for sometimes. Kirsty used to swim under the water and sit at the bottom of the pool and scare the teachers. You have not changed whatsoever, have you? Goth from day one. Mess with the teachers' minds. Brilliant. Jinxie used to be a great swimmer, trained to be a swimming coach at 18, but didn't enjoy it in reality. Ah, well. Well, at least you'll be alright. Yeah, Steve lives on the coast, been able to swim since he was 6. And been unable to swim since he was about 50. Because they've been just pumping shite into everything. Kirsty's whacking the butties out again. Ali wouldn't go past 5 feet. You couldn't go past 4 feet without being underwater, with your head underwater completely. Jackie swam in competitions, proper. Got any medals? Show us your medals. Get your gongs out. Not changed at all, definitely not. You want to do a mini triathlon, but your swimming's weak. Snorkeling and diving is not endurance swimming. Definitely not. I've done a mini triathlon once. Well, I went to the shops on my bike. It's near enough, isn't it? Never got a medal though. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Thomas. Not for you. There's too much going on. It's disorienting. No bombing, running or heavy petting. Well, there shouldn't have been. There was plenty of times in Garston baths, yeah. You had those square white floats. Did you see how many you could sit on? That brings back memories. Your uncle wanted you to train up for the Olympics. Oof. That would have been interesting, that, wouldn't it? Getting your medal. You'd love to do snorkeling. Give it a go, man. We did it in Cuba. It was really interesting. Your mum's got them. Fair enough. Obviously, that's the best thing to do. If you win anything, give them to the parents. Let them be proud. If you went swimming in the sea today, you'd be treated like a beached whale. Every time you tried to get back out, to be throwing you in the water. When you're sunbathing, can you get off the beach? The tide wants to come in, all that stuff, yeah. That's an unathlon. Mandy ran the world. Do you mean that sort of raising money, or do you live in a lair somewhere under a mountain? Bacon and chicken, roast beef club, chip butties, fruit, fried eggs and sausage ones. What? There's loads going on there, like. Yes, Mandy, you are my PA. That is medal material in itself. Jackie, you were young. Does that mean when you were doing your swimming, or is this just like a flashback, like Vietnam flashback? I was young, man. We were all young, man. Square white floats with bite marks at Burn Avenue Baths. Rock Ferry. Changes around the pool. Gallery above. That sounds identical to Garston, to be honest with you. Exactly the same layout. Just bacon and sausage ones as well. We'll get in there. Yeah, you're only a seal. In that case, give him a kiss from a rose. Jinxie, you want one of each? Get on them. You're alright. Helen swam for the county at school level. Fantastic stuff. Got to be good to do that. County at school level. Definitely. Louise, sounds like yours as well. I think most baths that we used to have before they made all these leisure centres on parks and what have you, they must have been all the same. They looked vaguely like prisons, didn't they? Prisons with water in them. Yeah, well done, Helen. Absolutely. You love the smell of the swimming baths in the morning. Was that you are definitely going full on Vietnam here, aren't you, Jinxie? Any deli, Reuben, pastrami things for you for work tomorrow? Kirsty, I'm sure she can do them for you. Mandy, are you singing Faith No More songs there, are you? Kirsty used to be a strong swimmer with a wicked sense of humour. The smell is chlorine interacting with pish. Not always yours though, but when it is, you were stood on the diving board. Pastrami and corned beef as well, on rye of course, without any mayo. Victorian baths it was, wasn't it? Identikit. Build them cheap, but actually don't build them cheap. They were well built, they were lovely looking things. We should keep hold of some of them. Don't just smash them down and have normal red brick buildings. Keep hold of them. Ali wants a cup of tea and a slice of cake, was that? No, it wasn't. It was Jeffa cakes. Ali wants Jeffa cakes. Give her the Jeffa cakes, man. Buttons were pressed. Buttons were pressed. Angie, how you doing? How's things? You okay? A pastrami one coming up for you. You were afraid of the two diving boards, afraid of heights. I feel your pain. Skylights in the roof, definitely. Letting in natural light, despite the fact that you're flying around in chlorine and what have you. Europa pools in Birkenhead had slides. Yes, the constant childhood rumours of big boys putting razor blades in them. That again also sounds familiar. Definitely. Oh yeah, the first game of the season, or the first training of the season. Fresh cut grass. Achoo, achoo, achoo. The ball hit in the back of the net. Brilliant sounds and smells. Makes me sneeze, but I do love the smell of freshly cut grass. And she's got a scratched and infected eyeball, man. She's fighting back. Defo do it. Take whatever medicine they give you. Try and stay out of trouble. Okay, if you're going to start swimming again, you should do with your sister, yeah. It's really good for you as well, really healthy. Oh, the Burn Avenue one's been taken on and restored, has it, by a community trust. Got to keep some of them going. They looked amazing. And then the one in Garston was pulled down and it was stunning, proper stunning Victorian thing. And then they built a sort of leisure centre on Garston Park, and it was absolute bollocks. There's a swimming pool in there now. What's the point? Why smash our heritage up? Never played footy, Jinxie. Never played footy. I thought you would have done. I thought you'd have loved going out and smashing slide tackles into people. Jumping up, standing above them. Stay down, dickhead, stay down. Love the smell of fresh cooked grass. Everyone does, I think. Oh, Ali's coming in to get the tea and biscuits. And you try and stay out of trouble, but it always seems to find you. I have that saying that trouble comes to those who need it. Not always, but it does. People who are bored, something mad happens to them. Well, at least you're not bored anymore, are you? Famous grouse on ice. Oh, there you go. The idle murmur of a cricket crowd with a gentle thwack of leather on willow. Yes. A slight scent of sun cream. Coconut sun cream. The sound of a cork being removed from a bottle. The smash of a windscreen as a cricket ball goes through it, followed by, oh, you absolute bellend, by a rather large bowler who's been smashed over his head. Served with a smile as always. Man, you can just kick your legs in the hot tub. That does count as exercise. That's one of your 5 a day. Hurting people is a continuous sport. I absolutely believe that 100%. Trouble comes to those that need it. That's true. I always say that to people in work when they complain about stuff. Well, trouble comes to those who need it. The best smell in the world is shelling fresh peas. Right, that has got to be up there as well. That is really nice. Who's Willow? And why is she into leather? Oh yeah, Seth told a story about his dad batting with him for the local team. He scored his one and only century, and Seth was his batting partner when his 100th run. Isn't that fantastic? Yes, peas, not peas. You don't want to be shelling piss. Don't need any more trouble, Angie. You don't need any more trouble, Angie, but occasionally it will come find you. Smell of sun cream, ale and warm people. That's it, isn't it? You can smell warm people. Shouldn't admit to liking it, but let's face it, we all do. She was the redhead from Buffy. Ali's going to boil the kettle herself. What? Ah, sorry, I wonder what was going on there. It's one of the Asian ladies from up the road, speaking whatever their wonderful language is. Very, very sing-song. Oh, and your dad used to come and watch you play softball. All bandaged up. He was there. Isn't that lovely? That's what a proper dad does for you. Peas do not come in a tin or out of the freezer. Freezer is not bad. And you can speak to Michelin-starred chefs who will tell you they're all right. Tins are just handy to have in, aren't they? Like most things that come in tins. She did also attend band camp with flutes involved, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it's those kind of memories, the slightly weird ones that stick out, that are just yours. No one else is going to do that, or no one else is going to have the same memory. Well, did your dad ever turn up bandage because he'd been through all that. No, mine did. Foxtrot Oscar. Go make your own memories. Anyone else want tea while you're making one? Get it on, lid. Get the Sebastian Vettel on. There we go. So did you move the sugar? Ali, you don't need sugar. You're sweet enough. Hang on. Bit of sick came up there. Angie, you just got your first tea kettle the other day, electric one. Good. Any other Americans watching, stop making cups of tea and coffee in the fucking microwave. Get a kettle. You will be surprised just how good it is and how easy it is. Coffee for Jinxie. You do need it. Alright. I only have sweeteners in mine now. And that came from... used to have one sugar in my tea. But then keeping that in work, like a kilo of sugar, it takes up quite a bit of space. Whereas a little thing of sweeteners takes up no space whatsoever. So I got on the sweeteners and I don't miss the sugar at all. Eventually I'll just stop taking them, but you know. Frozen veg are actually filled with more vitamins than fresh. The fresh stuff gets picked early and ripened in storage. Frozen gets harvested last, ripen on the plant. Right? You'd have to work. You have to work. You got work. You're working, shaking, or lurking. No worries. See you later, Tom Ash. When we get the pool, who's leading the water aerobics? Obviously, Jinxie is. Our Olympic swimmer, and Helen can jump in as well. There we go. We've got an entire setup done, dusted in one stream. And there's going to be one lane down the middle for Louise to do butterfly in on her own, just going back and forward, doing lengths. They use vitamin C as a marker to check the nutrient content. And you want to try your hand at coaching the official Bears Paws synchronized swimming team? That would be epic to watch. Never had sugar in tea or coffee. If someone stirs a cup with sugar first, then yours, you can taste it. It's mad, that, innit? Must be so attuned to not having it. Yeah, Louise is the Olympic swimmer, therefore she's doing it. Fair do. Please settle your tabs before he knocks off. Who's doing next? Who's doing the next shift? Who fancies working behind bar? Trying to cook healthier, and the veggies you get, which aren't much, are frozen. They are good though. The Michelin starred chefs will say that they're quite happy. Oh, where am I? For frozen peas, because it locks everything in and they're really handy. Right, Jinxie's there. Ali, you'll be back behind there fairly soon, don't worry. Giving up trying to grow peas, they never make it to the kitchen. My granddad used to grow them on his allotment. As Steve said, the smell of freshly shelled peas was nice, but also used to eat them just as they were, as they come off. Lovely. Oh man. You have a few pixie sticks in your purse. And you all want to work. I love this. Stick you in wherever and whenever we need you. Oh, hello. I thought. Synchronized drowning is more likely for you. Mandy. Oh no, you said earlier on you wouldn't drown, so no, we're not having that. It's like peach or orange. Just anything as long as it's not strawberry flavoured. Yeah, Jinxie behind the bar in her Paws t-shirt, which she has. What are pixie sticks? Yeah, man, Angie will save you. In South Africa, your flour and salt are fortified with iodine and other minerals to avoid some nutrient deficiencies. Other countries probably do the same. No staff t-shirt yet. Need to borrow a stool, the feckin' sugar's on the top shelf. Or ask someone who's human-sized, Ali. We can get it for you. You have to send Ali a care package. Ah, right, straws filled with fruity, sugary powder. What do we call them here? We do have them, don't we? Swimming you can do, headstands and somersaults not so much. Just jump in. Freeform, jazz, synchronised swimming. Just go and do what you want. There you go. More dogs going apeshit out there. Yeah, what are they called? Those sherbet things? Like a plasticky stick with sherbet in. What are they called? It's going to annoy me that now. Yeah, coloured sugary sherbet. Like if you give them to kids nowadays, they would just go absolutely apeshit. You couldn't have one more than, I don't know, 6 hours before bedtime, otherwise you'd be up for months. So some straws that you drink milk through, and there's stuff in the straws that flavour the milk. Yes, we have them as well. Normally chocolate balls. They're like Cocoa Pops inside the straw. And you'd offer to get on Steve's shoulders, but you wouldn't want to dislocate his collarbone. I'm sure our Steve would be alright. Big strong lad is our Steve. Yellow packet with sherbet and a licorice stick. A sherbet fountain. It's a sherbet fountain, that one. Paper as well, isn't it? A paper yellow packet. Dip Dab is the one in a packet. The one with the licorice stick was sherbet fountain. Do they still exist? Oh, do you do? You can get them on Amazon. There you go. A Bassett's sherbet fountain. Are they still made of paper? I don't think they are they? Used to be made of paper, and then you'd end up getting all kinds of slaver on them, and the paper would go manky. Yeah. Never forget you're a diabetic, Angie. Please, never forget you're a diabetic. Steve's got strong thighs. Definitely. Chef's chocolate salty balls. Those are the ones that you stick them in your mouth and suck them, aren't they? Dip Dads are a fruit stick. They did, and they come in a packet rather than a tube. Yep, Mr. Licorice. Dip Dabs were the ones that you dip them in and lick it off, and then at the end, snap your teeth on the lollipop. Try and focus and do some work, and we start talking sweets. You like a flyer, licorice with sherbet in the middle. Oh. Jaffa cakes gone. Don't worry, the Jaffa cakes are on a permanent supply. We get them off Jeff. Flying saucers. We had some weird sweets back then. Blackjacks and fruit salads. The blackjacks would turn your tongue sort of a silvery grey, wouldn't they? Get them in a 10p mix, which your nan used to give you. Go to Niners for us and go and get us some tights, American tan tights. get us a loaf, and get yourself a 10p mix for going. Niners in Garston. Nina. You'd think it was Nina, wouldn't you know? She was Welsh, Nina. Her husband used to have a blunderbuss, so if he thought anyone was robbing, he'd come out. On you bastards! It is getting hot in here. Nelly was right. Can we crave a fruit salad now? Have you ever gone on the, what's the name of it? The old-fashioned sweet store or something like that? It's old-fashioned sweet shop. All the proper old school sweets. Paces and spangles and all that stuff. Texan bars. Mad things. Loads of them. They're all on there. Ali's keeping her clothes on for a change. Like getting a quarter of bonbons. Very, very posh, that, isn't it? Drumsticks in paper that never fully came off. Yep. And you just ate them anyway. Yes, Angie, since when? Yeah, you had to suck it off. Easy, tiger. I'll leave you in the shop buying all sorts tomorrow. Absolutely. Dan, how you doing, bud? How's things? We are cruel, aren't we? Bonbons, flying saucers. Pink and blue fizzy bottles. Oh, man. Nice cap. This goes back to 1980. Well, this doesn't. It was only bought like so many months ago. Went to LA in 1980 on a holiday. We were there for 4 weeks, I think it was. And we ended up staying with loads of expat friends. So on one particular evening, we went to Arcadia and went to a barbecue with Irish friends of ours. And their son, who was about my age, me and him were hanging out, and he was watching baseball. It was the first time I'd ever watched a live baseball game on the TV. And he was watching the LA Dodgers because they were in LA. And I went, oh yeah, I like them. And the colour is blue, Everton blue. So they've been my team ever since. And he gave me a plastic batter's helmet, which we brought home with us. And I kept until I was in me teens. So yeah, I've been follow the Dodgers ever since. Texan bars, yeah. Pub's owned by the bastard son of Dan Friedkin. He's the one. He was here today, wasn't he? Dan Friedkin. Seen Goodison and then took a bit of a tour around the new stadium. So hopefully, ginger's crossed, he'll be buying the thing soon. How is Florida? How's it going? Anyone remember Crispets? What are Crispets? Yeah, Jinx, you meant the paper. Of course you did. Yeah, of course you did. It's the Dodgers. The Lars, mate. The Lars. Which is LA, by the way, not LAR, like some people do. Otherwise, you know, the band would be called the LARs, the Lars. Hot back in Maryland and Florida. It's been hot here today as well. A really hot 22 degrees. 43. What? What 43? Oh, mate, I'd be gone. I'd be heading to Canada. Just me in the truck on my own, saying to the family, right, you stay there, I'm going. Catch you later. There she goes again. Pulsing round my vein, yeah? Or pulsing through my vein. Everyone thinks it's a lovely love story, a song of love. It's about his obsession with heroin. But there you go. Flat chocolates with coconut in. Do people hate coconut these days? Apparently every time you get miniature heroes or whatever they're called, celebrations, it's always the bounties that are left over, and I love them. I love bounty. I just definitely stay inside weather. Absolutely. 93 Fahrenheit. You'd be like an ostrich with your whole body in the sand. That's not an ostrich. That's some kind of, I don't know, a mole. Is it a mole? don't get moles in the desert, but you know what I mean. Yeah, 91, but it feels like 103. That's ridiculous how hot that is. Hot enough to fry an egg on the sidewalk. It sounds it, doesn't it? That's stupid. Nowhere should be that hot. I haven't even checked what the temperature is in Tenerife. I bet you it's warm there as well. Bounty is Helen's Achilles heel. Right, we know this. Knowledge is power, we know this. We can hold this over Helen's head. Bounty, the Achilles heel. Good to know. Good to know. Grand cup of tea, right. Well, okay, I'm going to have to join you. My Bose has gone. You can't give a baby Bose on the tea. I let it go cool. Well, not cool, but not ridiculously face-meltingly hot. And now it's nice. Don't mention eggs again. I will vom. I will chuck. Alexander's skin is more like his mother's, not yours. Oh, man. Seen someone in Norfolk win a big house competition today. Is that Amaze? Is it that one with the happiest woman on earth? She is painfully happy, that girl. Don't trust people who smile that much. No, to the point where it looks like, holy fuck, 2-0 Georgia. Beating Portugal. What? How'd that happen? Who else was like that? Andrea. What's the stupid gobshite's name off the telly? Not Andrea Leadsom. What the fuck? What was her name? Who's married to Peter Powell? Married Grant Bovey. Was it Grant Bovey? This is pissing me off, this now. Anthea Turner. Fuck's it, yeah. Anthea Turner. Anthem Turner. Now that sounds like a really good DJ, that, to be honest with you, Louise. Anthea Turner always looked too... Her and Peter Powell, they ended up getting married, and it was perfect. Perfect combination, because they were both freaks. You can't be that happy. No, to the point where if you're on a telephone, you can hear them smiling. There's got to be something that you're holding back. Got to be some secret. You know, there's no skeletons in the closet. There's an entire graveyard in the back of theirs. How did she win? How did she win? Pinning the score was a bad idea. It's not. It's a good idea. We need to know this. No one thrives in Florida. Everyone's just survives. Yeah. Is Florida a rite of passion? If you survive Florida, you've made it. It's like the SAS selection, isn't it? Are you alive at the end of the week? Yes, therefore you are in the SAS. There you go. Sure, it's the same. Maybe that's what they need to do. Stop having a go at illegal immigrants. Just say to them, if you want to come in here, go and spend a month in Florida. If you're still here afterwards, welcome. Come and pay tax. Ali, you wouldn't win an argument. Yes, you would. Fat things after your shower, Louise. Don't worry about that. I like the fact that it's now Anthem Turner. I hope you know that's what she is. That's her name forevermore. Didn't Grant do the dirty on her? Did he? I know. Was it them two that were doing the what were they eating? Was it flakes? Well, the headline says "Love Rat Grant Bovey," so I'm suggesting possibly that might be right. Yeah, but didn't he during the honeymoon or the wedding photos they were eating Cadbury's flakes? Such a trashy move to do that. Look out for strange, dark and mysterious events that will happen in Florida. A lot of them might be boomer though, so watch out for that. Saf, you got to head out now. No worries, mate. See you later. Ciao, ciao. Be safe. And watch out for those lions, tigers, honey badgers, llamas, giraffes, all the other stuff that you find in your yard. How do people even want to live there in the summer? It is stupid, isn't it? Maybe that's what we need. We need a sort of a summer and winter place to live. We should migrate the same way that geese do during the winter. They all fly south for winter. Why don't we all do that? Just have the entire country up there, and then once it gets towards the winter, we all come down here. Gets warm again, off we go. Be brilliant. Do you get hippies in Florida? Good question. There's a guy charging customers £1 to see the world's smallest giant. Cheaper half the price. Nearly moved to Florida. You can't nearly move to Florida. You're either there or you're not. It's one of those, isn't it? No. You've got to want to live there, I think. Jinxie can't fly. I should bloody well hope not. Oh, you mean you can't get on a plane? Angie, your favourite times of the year are autumn and spring. Mine too. Obviously being a spring baby, I like that time of year anyway, but the sort of rebirth for spring, and also then we're just coming out of summer and everything looks lovely. All the leaves have changed colour. I like that as well. And I love wearing a coat. I have quite a half decent collection of coats, so I like that. Don't do well in extreme heat or cold. Best staying where you are then. Spread your wings and fly away. You're very, very vocal tonight, Ali, aren't you? You've been to Florida in June. What? You're Irish as well. How'd you manage that? Sweatshirt weather. Yeah. I don't mind that, because it was said, like, if it's really, really hot like it is at the moment, there's not much else you can do. You can take every bit of clothing off and you're still hot. You can't peel your skin off, can you? If it's cold, at least you can put more layers on. I don't mind putting on a decent coat. Walk a bit quicker. Get the blood running. Steve, your favourite time of the year is night time. Any time of the year, as long as it's night time. It's not night time yet. Still daylight out there. Normal daylight. Although the sun's gone down behind the houses. There's plenty of cloud. It feels nice. I like that. My walk was nice yesterday. Even though it was starting to get a little bit stormy, it felt nice. I enjoyed it. And if you're going to visit the States, you would be off to Vegas, of course. So you can go peeping. Ooh. Scurrilous rumour. Scurrilous. Oh, just you and Trudy there, you're lying naked as a jaybird in front of the AC, not able to move because of the heat. Fair play to you. You went to Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Not been that side of the States. Been to LA twice, that's it. Which I was quite happy with because I've seen the Pacific Ocean. I've swam in the Atlantic. I've swam in the Pacific. But that's it really. I haven't gone far enough. And I'm not sure I can now. I think I have to speak to the specialist about flying. Whether or not I can actually... Can I go in planes that high? Will the pressurised cockpits do anything to the cockpit? The pressurized plane, will it do anything to me? Will it make me head explode? It's your only time in the USA, right? But you've been. I think it's one of those places where you can tick it off your list if you've been. Most people should go. A few places like that. Just go once at least. Experience it. Am I flying the planes now? Yeah. In the cockpit. Take this plane to Cuba. That's where we're going anyway, mate. Yeah, I know. We're supposed to leave 10 hours ago. Hurry up. I have been in the cockpit once. That would have been 1980. In a DC-10. Normally the only thing you see from the cockpit of a DC-10 is the fucking ground as you're going into it like a dart. Never flown, Steve. Never flown, man. You missed out. You've missed out. Would you ever fly, or is this something you just don't want to do? How about in a Spitfire? Would you do that? Over Norfolk. Down to the White Cliffs of Dover. Over Kent and back up to Norfolk. I'd do that. You've been to Jamaica as well? Ooh. Was it hedonism you went to, was it, Jinxie? Off there on one of those shagging holidays. Toga parties and rum everywhere. A Fanta and Pringles. Get yourself in there, go ahead. Yeah, a DC-10. And if you have a look at Air Crash Investigation or Mayday, I think it's called in the States and Canada, isn't it? If you watch those programs, every other program is either a DC-10 or Garuda Airlines in Indonesia. Just mad. DC-10s, man. There's about 600 of them. 599 crashed. We were on the one that didn't. Don't think you would. You're a big lad. I'm sure. Lancaster bomber then, not a Spitfire. Go ahead. Honeymoon. Texas, Oklahoma and California for you in the States. Hate flying, love planes. That sounds like such a TikTok kind of thing, that, doesn't it? Hate flyings, love planes. Thought these seats in DC-10s were backwards. They normally are by the time the plane is fucking like that. With the tri-engine layout. One on each wing and one on the tail fin. Mad looking things. There's plenty of places, it is. Have you given up trying to work? We lured him in with sweets. We're basically the Jimmy Savile of the streaming world here, aren't we? Luring people in against their will with sweets. Would you like to see some puppies? Louise, it might sound weird, but you're always trying to remember how places smell. You remember what they look like and the climate and whatever, the smells are different. No, not remotely weird. Not even close to being weird, Louise. I think smell is probably the most evocative of all the senses and memories. Obviously, hearing songs as well, music, very, very good at triggering memories, but nothing will take you back like a smell. It can be anything, and all of a sudden you are there. It is mad. So yeah, I'm absolutely with you on that one. And you're going to have to run, no worries. Taking names for the synchronised swimming team. We'll get Mandy to knit the costumes, knit the Speedos for us. Flew into Dallas and spent some time there. Took the Greyhound bus to Oklahoma. It was not the Kerouac romantic US road trip you had in mind. It was scary. Yeah. But, again, that is an absolute tick in a box, that one, isn't it? Went on a Greyhound. And survived to tell the tale. Mandy, you're going to have a walnut whip now. You jammy sod. I haven't had one in years. I want a walnut whip. Stop talking about food, man. I wasn't hungry, now I am. I've got fuck all in here as well. Bastards. Jinxie, you've got a photograph somewhere saying don't feed the alligators from Florida. Funny, in Florida they've got photos everywhere saying do not feed Jackie. Do they still have the walnuts on top? Are they allowed to? They should do. They've got to. Without the walnut on top, it wouldn't even be a walnut whip, would it? It'd just be a whip. Took the train back into Dallas. Like a proper full-on, one of those Silver Streak Amtrak things. Ding, ding, honk, honk. All that, all the way through every roar or backwater. That to me sounds like an absolutely fantastic thing to do. Not 100% sure I'd want to do Route 66, but Amtrak riding the rails, going through incredible looking scenery, not too quickly. Being able to take in your surroundings, I think I'd love that. Supposed to, it's normally in the bottom of the packet, so it falls off. Slapdash, shoddy workmanship. Who doesn't have a chocolate drawer? Jackie's got chocolate drawers, apparently. Thomas is multitasking. The trolley went clang, clang, clang. It did, and ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went your heartstrings, wasn't it? Isn't train jumping a thing in the States? It is. It is. And there's been quite a few train jumpers who've ended up in a lot of trouble. There was one that used to stream all the time. And I can't remember his name. He was a very popular streamer, but he was also, well, homeless. He decided to live without a house. Wasn't exactly homeless as such, but I can't remember his name. And he ended up losing his life because of it. Jackie's got big chocolate drawers. There you go. Possibly the cheapest long distance transport in the US. Driver you ever lectured about no guns? What? Stopped in some odd places en route. Off your head with flu, which didn't help. It never does. You don't really get that, do we, over here? You can tell people no guns. The people who've got them will use them. Not too many have, though. Yeah, the train jumper fella. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, hopping those enormous mining trains. That was the one, yeah, mining trains. But we ended up being fairly famous. I think he got hundreds of thousands, if not more, subscribers. So he could have been making a fair few quid out of his AdSense, but still carried on doing it, and it ended in tragedy. Oh, Steve, mate, yours took the coast-to-coast rail trip in Canada. Yeah, it was good, but after 3 days, stick up in the trees. Again, Canada suffers from the same thing that the United States does, and Russia, I would have thought. Absolutely gorgeous, but there's too much of it. If you're doing something like that, taking that long to go across, it's not like you're going through 20 or 30 different areas. It's one big continuous. I mean, Canada, fucking hell, the tiger. The tiger goes all the way from, well, Canada, all the way through Northern Europe, Scandinavia, Russia, all the way back to bloody Canada. The largest forest on Earth, continuous forest on Earth. That's all you're going to see, really, isn't it? Ali, you've got to hide the chocolate from your eyes, otherwise you'd eat a lot. Louise, your uncle worked on a coast-to-coast train in Australia. Is that the GAN? The one that goes from Adelaide up to Brisbane, is it? Train's about 19 miles long. Places like that are just stupid. They're stupidly big. I apologise for everyone from Canada, United States, Australia and Russia, but your countries are fucking stupidly big, right? No need for it. You're showing off. Brazil as well. You're just as bloody bad. The moon could fit in Australia. You plonk the moon down, you could still see either side of Australia. That's how big that place is. It's fucking massive. Jackie, you love chocolate. Of course you do. Mandy's got some praline left. Send it over. Chub Club. Don't forget Chub Club. Should have put it in the Luis Frigo. Oh, the East to West and back. I've not seen that one. I've seen the GAN. I think BBC 4 had the one of those nature documentaries, well-being documentaries that they used to do, where they do something for about 3 hours. That was just noise, nice and relaxed, chilled stuff. That was one of them. I didn't realise they had an East to West as well. That's even worse. That's south to north is long enough. East to West must be even longer. 2 squares of chocolate a day. Are you being held captive? Your chocolate has to go in the fridge. I have got Kinder Buenos. I've got them left. What else do I need? I need to go tomorrow at least. Ali, you prefer yours at room temperature? Just so it smears all over your face. Depends on what it is for me, I think. $1,693 kilometers. Jesus. That's... Oh, fucking hell, is that? I'm trying to work that out in my head and I can't. Divide by 8 times by 5, isn't it? Or is it? It is, isn't it? I think. 10,500 miles, is that? My mental arithmetic's absolutely gone. 1693. $1,051 miles. I did all right there, didn't I? It wasn't bad, that one. That wasn't a bad little guess. Took a train in Romania, very, very close to Moldova. Be careful. Along the Black Sea coast, feet dangling out of the carriage, sun setting. That sounds fantastic, then. Cut an oblong bar in half. That makes 2 squares. 2 big squares. That's blue sky thinking, that one. There you go. Ali, you don't like Turkish Delight? A lot of people don't. I think that's a bit sort of Marmite-y, isn't it? That's the kind of thing where you either absolutely love it or you'd want to kill people for giving you it. And he smears it all over a captive's body. Stockholm syndrome going on there. How do you feel about Afternoon Delight and Skyrockets in Flight? See, Mandy likes it. Steve likes it. Ali hates it. I can't remember if I like it or don't, but don't trust things that look like Turkish Delight. Things shouldn't be that colour. Yeah, shh. Keep it dumb. Yuck going on from Jinxie as well there. Trying to think what else. I haven't got anything else. I really haven't. Kinder Bueno, that's it. I need to find something else later. I need to find some savoury snacks as well. Just stuff when I'm sat at my desk. I did have walnuts, but I've run out of them. I might get some of them as well. I don't mind eating some walnuts when I'm at my desk. I need to have something else though. Have you had an Afternoon Delight? It's rose water. It's supposed to be pink. Nothing is supposed to look like that though. It's not just pink, it's also translucent. It looks like it's alien. Can't be doing that. White Bueno or normal Bueno? Normal Bueno. Standard Bueno. Chocolate orange, your favourite? Terry's chocolate orange. Oh, Fry's chocolate orange. Ali, you don't like white. I don't like white chocolate myself too much. There's a weird aftertaste to it. Savoury snacks are shite these days. Absolutely. I can't find anything I like. I don't want to be eating sweets. I want to eat something that I'm alright with. I don't mind eating quite a bit of it. Walnuts, I don't mind. What else can you sit and just snack on? I don't want to be eating crisps. I haven't eaten any of them in ages. Don't know. Bacon fries, maybe. Maybe bacon fries. I might get some of them. They're not as bad, are they? Haven't tried the fries orange one. Ali, sorted outlet. Turkish Delight straight from the fridge is amazing. If anyone's watching this on demand, let me know. Do you know what a Turkish Delight is? Do you like it, yes or no? Do you want it fridged or ambient temperatured? And have you got any advice for savoury snacks for me? I need some. Have you tried the popping candy chocolate orange? No. What? How are these things and I've not experienced them? Chance of be fine thing. More Angel Delight than After Delight, yep. Angel Delight's nice as well though. Carrots. Seriously. Carrots. I know, they are sweet. I know one of the lads in work used to always have carrots, hummus, and what else? He had something else that he dipped in them as well. He loved it. I don't know. Yeah, maybe vegetable-y, fruity. Fruities, I don't mind fruities. Raspberries, of course. Some afternoon delights, yep. Walnuts, yeah. Give you the Barry Whites, do they? You can get a Cadbury Turkish Delight as well as a small pink wrapper one. Ooh. Gives you the tomkites. Probably cucumber, it might be actually. Cucumber batons with the seeds removed. I don't know if I could do that. I probably do need to eat a bit more fresh fruit and veg, but I don't trust fruit. I've said this before, I don't trust it. It's not to be trusted at all. Look at anything that survives just on fruit, any animal in the animal kingdom. They've normally got massive eyes, they're small, and the heart beats at 1,000,000 beats a minute. They live for about 2 days. That's not healthy. Whereas things that eat greens, leaves, vegetables, the massive, slow heartbeat and live for hundreds and hundreds of years. You don't see elephants like that, do you? You eat fruit, but you don't eat much of it. Too much of it is bad for you. There was a really good. I'm trying to think what it was. What it was and what it was about. It was about losing weight, and I'm trying to explain this to you now. I think it was like a sort of a weight loss program, which was telling you where people go wrong. If that makes sense. Debbie Chasen, the comedian, the womany comedian. She was doing what she thought was a healthy diet, and whoever it was checking what she was doing and was working out the calories. And she started every day with a fruit salad. And the fella who was doing this went, "That's really healthy, apart from the fact that you've eaten twice as many calories as you're supposed to have in a day in that one fruit salad. There's so much of it, and they're absolutely loaded with sugars." And when he showed her how much it was, I think her heart sank. I thought I was doing well. No, you're not. It's really unhealthy for you. If you're having a fruit salad, eat little bits of it. Just don't go overboard on it, and certainly don't have a fucking Pyrex dish full of the stuff. So she ended up losing loads of weight because she took his diet on board. But yeah, that's the thing. Everyone thinks that they're eating healthy, and if someone comes in and goes, "Let's have a look at that," that is absolute garbage. Czech rep, Turkey 1-1. Georgia, Portugal 2-0. Yep. Dirty bums all round. Savoury can only be cheese straws. Oh, I don't know. A bit of bamboo. Try a bit of bamboo. Yep. Work is very, very hot. How's our rubes? Oh, there you go. Just like you, Thomas. Smoking. Natural fruit sugars are terrible. Covers it with pure sugar orange. Yeah, they're bad for you, really bad. I think like everything, I suppose. Everything in moderation. Little bits of everything, you're okay. Don't eat too much cheese. Don't eat too much fruit. Just little bits of everything, you're alright. Nuts are really good for you. Too much of them can be really bad for you as well, though. Walnuts. A handful of walnuts, or even maybe a little bit more than that actually. Good for the brain. An entire bag of this walnuts. Bad for the arteries. Been those scores for ages. Yeah, I was just checking because I seen what time it was. Just checking to see if there was any changes. No changes. Do you know what? Is there any food at all that's healthy for you? If someone says this is good for you, there'll always be some dickhead on the internet going, oh, no, it's bad for you. Now. Too much of it and this happens. Water, oh, it's bad for you, mate. What? Not smoking, just stinking. You spent all day cutting and shaping bricks for your brick pier. Right. Heavy that, like, innit? Eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. I have used that mantra, or I did anyway, for years. People in work saying, you never eat. Well, I fucking do, because otherwise I wouldn't be this size, would I? But yeah, eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. Your body will tell you when it needs sustenance, and it will tell you when it doesn't need any more. You have to be careful with that as well, obviously. It has to be the right things, and not too much of them. Otherwise, explodey brain. Well, partially explodey brain. You can't just have one biscuit, you have to have 5 or more. They're made to be like that, they're made to be moreish. Kale. I bet you know, kale is really good for you, and someone will come out on the internet and say if you have too much of it, you know, it turns your piss purple or something. So what? Stinking hot. Oh, I think our Ali's got a fetish there. Yeah, we've seen your 5k photo. You can afford a few biscuits. You are working all that off as well. Kale is disgusting. Is that one of the Kardashians? Next generation coming through. Kale Kardashian. Are you going to take some photos of it? Good stuff. We want to see. Want to see the talent of someone who can actually do good stuff. Ali, you don't care how you look. Just eat what you want to eat. Look how you want to look. If you don't like it, don't look. There you go. This, yeah. In one of those situations, this seems to be a you problem rather than a me problem. That's what you're talking about, isn't it? You look. No, don't look. You look. Feckin' Egypt. If one of them isn't called Kale, they will be eventually. They're going to run out of names beginning with K, aren't they? They already did. That's why they started calling Courtney. Courtney with a K. Is it Courtney with a K or a KH? The sooner those fuckers go, the better. I hate people like that. Got an entire generation of young girls growing up. What's your ambition in life? I want to be famous like the Kardashians. What? Is that it, like? Jess used to say I want to be a YouTuber. No, you don't. It's not an actual job. You want an actual job. What I meant by that, obviously, was get yourself a job. If you want to do YouTube, do it on the side. Don't go into it thinking you can start off just being a fucking YouTuber, because you can't. And she never has, to be fair. Now she works with children. You haven't watched any of the shows, Ali? Good. I refuse to. My ma says that she doesn't watch them. And yes, she's on her phone constantly. And one of the little videos comes up on Facebook, she'll watch it. I've tried to explain to her. If you watch a video on Facebook, the cookies will record the fact that you've been watching it, and then it will keep on giving you the same fucking videos over and over again. Yeah, the Kardashians, fuck with. Have you got a Scouse cousin, Carrie-Anne Kardashian? We should make a Carry-On Kardashian, shouldn't we? They will have to be a Scouse fucker somewhere doing that. No clue which is which. They all look the same anyway, they're all interchangeable. Don't watch reality TV shows, it just encourages them. And I will say the likes of Britain's Got Talent, Dancing on Ice, Love Island, any of them. If you watch them, they will just continue to make this shit. That's why the brains in the UK is going through the floor. Utter bollocks. Yeah, I told us about meeting the self-described TikTok content creator. Who was it? Which one was it? Is it anyone famous? I mean, I know you said you had hundreds of thousands of subs, didn't you? There's 700,000 or something. Weird. I know it can be done. I know exactly. You can see it from this side of things, how it works. And if you can manage to get a decent sized crowd around you, you can make good money on it, apparently. But I mean, I could never leave. I could never leave my job to do it. I'm 20 years into civil service. I've got a half decent pension, not as good as it should be. It's been ripped apart over the last 10 years or so, but it's still something I can rely on later on in life. You can't rely on views. You can't rely on product endorsements or anything like that. It's nice to have that as an extra, I would have thought, but you need to have that thing behind you. So, like I said with her, get yourself a job, get your feet under the table. If you want to make videos outside of that on Facebook or on YouTube rather, or TikTok, go and do it. But don't rely on that as a career. Fall into it, not out of it. Quick fame, that's exactly what it is. For some people it's with no effort. Others have really put the effort in. And you can tell they have. Right. Oh, of course, yeah, you can't say it might breach patient confidentiality, of course. That engagement is around some controversy, right? Yeah, of course you can't say. I keep forgetting that. I should know as well, Jesus. Stuff that I can't say. Community psychiatric nurse escaped the wards a long time ago. Ali, that's the man you need to speak to. Actually, I think we all do on this. Can we book you? Do you do money off? Do you do home visits? I remember speaking to the psychiatrist in the hospital, just sitting there and telling her about all those things, about I can hear mountains and I believe I'm a reincarnation of Rick Mail and all this stuff, and just seeing her sat there looking at me, nodding her head. Am I mad? She went, no, you're dealing with things. Oh, fair enough. Jinx, you'd need a few sessions, you would. Why do you need to speak to him? You're normal. That's why, because you think you're normal. You're not normal, you're special. You're better than normal. Nobody's normal on here. Normal is base level, we are way above that. We're heading for the hills. That was funny, that though. That first day when I sat down with her, I thought, no bollocks to it, I'm gonna tell her everything. There's no thinking. I'll go on. You can have a couch in the beer garden. I read there's a crouch there for a second. Oh, what the bleeding hell's you doing? Normal for Norfolk, yes. NFN, N4N. You got your CBT qualification? Yeah, not your CBD. I love the fact that though all those people that peddle the CBD, it's made me really laid back and down to earth. What? It's turned you into an absolute gibbering fucking idiot, is what it's done. It is, yeah, man. Might go down the therapeutic route one day, get a room somewhere and talk it out with people. That would be great. You'd be lifted in a straitjacket, Jinxie, if you said what was in your head. You don't seem to have any problem with it on here, though, do you? We're a safe space here. Do I need to have a padded cell in this pub? You should, definitely. Again, that must be something really nice where you can help someone as well. Proper help them out. Oh, Turkey have scored, yeah. Against the Czech Republic. Why are they called Czech Republic? I thought it was Czechia. Just get a bar job. It's the same thing it is. That used to be, I used to love that. Dealing with all people's problems. Is that not what's upstairs? It should be, if it isn't. LA, it should be. Yeah, the beauty of a season ticket. I absolutely know that one. Absorb everyone's hurt and frustrations all week and go and scream at Dwight McNeil. Dwight McNeil also himself at the moment has been going through therapy, hasn't he? To deal with the problems that he's had. So we're just passing it from one person to the next, really, aren't we? You would press the switch on some people. What have I done to upset you? Bang, out of order. Like who's doing a shift? Because, by the way, we are having one. We are having one. Oh, Angie's disappeared, hasn't she? Ali can go back behind there. Go on. Go and sort your tips out, girl. Yeah. Don't we all get in that sort of frame of mind occasionally? Dealing with people. After a while, fuck, I've had enough of this. Do I need to put up with these same people over and over again? Right. Czech Republic 1, Turkey 2, Georgia 2, Portugal 0. It's off. It's gone. You pause through the end credits, you're still chuckling at Herbert. I was hoping someone would see that and enjoy it and get it. No one else will. So far, you're the only person who actually understands that reference. Yeah. Do not leave Jackie in charge of the switch. Any switch. She can't be trusted. Jackie, you buy her a chair for Christmas and then plug it in. Yeah. What's your guilty pleasure? Oh, you're not the hand cut out to drink, yeah. You'll push it too if you're honest, Ali. I think most people could be forced to push those switches with the right people. Or is it the wrong people? I've seen a video going around of a Charlton fan, of all people, going on about how bad the season's been. He's come to England to cheer himself up. He's come to watch England, rather. Cheer himself up. Only for him to make him even more miserable. How can you be even more miserable than being a Charlton fan? That's horrific, that, isn't it? They should know better, though, shouldn't they? You can't trust England to make you better. Charlton. I think those teams, though, and I'll be honest, fans of those teams deserve something good to happen to them, because supporting your actual local team rather than Arsenal, Chelsea, West Ham, or one of the bigger ones, one of the traditionally bigger London clubs, Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, West Ham. If you choose to follow your own team, you're fair play to you. Charlton, Leyton Orient, Wimbledon, Barnet, all those teams. You deserve a little bit. But they never get it, do they? Although Charlton, I've seen Charlton in the Premier League. I've watched Everton play against them. So they've had a little bit of the time in the summer. I think fans of those teams deserve a bit better. Another bucket. No guilt. No. Get on it, man. These are on the shelf behind the bar. Be very, very careful, Tomash. Be very careful. Double bucket for Mandy. What? What are you a bucket for? A loaded question, that one, isn't it? Jim Davison called me Charlton 0. Charlton, Millwall. Who else have they got round there? Just all those mad teams that, if the fans support them, fair play. Although, not Millwall. We have had such a problem with them over the years, going back to 1970, I think it was. Buckets of Black Russians, which again also sounds like a jazz band, doesn't it? That's not just an ambulance, there's something going on out there. There's up to no goodness going out there. Not like people now. Dodginess. There's dodginess everywhere. You'd have a barrel, but there's only oil ones. Would you be able to do a barrel of Black Russian? Wonder how much is in them barrels. I should know, really, shouldn't I? 22 gallons in the big lagers. 11 gallons in the cider. I think Guinness was a 10 gallon. It was carrying Mandy home. Oh Jesus, I'm the nearest, aren't I? I'll get you the taxi. There is badness everywhere, there is. Oh, the llamas, that's it. The llamas will take you back. You'd give it a good go. I like that. Give it the old college try, as they say. Open wide and see how much you could fit in. There you go, Steve's got Mandy. Throw it over your shoulder. Fireman's lift. Just thought it started raining there, it hasn't. Thankfully. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, Mandy. Just do us a favour, Steve. Don't forget it's a human you've got over your shoulder and not a bag of concrete or something. Down. Yeah, do the Father Ted. Dangle food in front of him and then away you go. Where's the match hatch, soft lad? Is Jeff Scouse, is he? Where is it, soft lad? I know your ma. Right, there's sirens going off all over the place there. Here in posh suburbia, simply is not cricket, dear boy. It's getting windy though. It's definitely getting windy out there. Why is it windier at night? What makes it that way? Why is it during the day it's red hot and there's not a breath of air, and then come night the clouds come in? Okay, now that's getting proper dodgy out there now. There you go. Drinks for Steve and Helen. Good. On the house, on the house. Hope it's not too bad. I think it's alright. Just looks a bit shady. Which again sounds like Lister, doesn't it? Off Red Dwarf when he meets his younger self, which is actually his younger brother. That's well shady. Why have you got a chip on a fishing rod? That's the easiest way to catch a Welsh bird. That's why. Stop giving out drinks on the house. We're going to go bankrupt. No, we're monetised now. 10,000 Indians can pay for it. If any of our Indian friends are watching, thank you very much, by the way. You are loved. Still nice there. Be thankful and hope that this isn't blowing in your direction, because it is getting very blustery. Is that the word I'm looking for? I'm not saying it's windy, but I've just seen a dog have the same shit twice. That kind of windy. The thermals from the heated ground cause the wind to pick up. Is that what it is? And of course, that's down to the fact that everything tries to equal. That's why during the winter, your car, when it's parked on a night where there's no cloud, the windscreen and the back screen can be frozen and the sides aren't, because the windscreen and the back screen are normally pointing slightly towards space, and it tries to equalise the temperature, so it freezes. True story. Steve's getting... is that techie or tetchy? That's two different things, that. Tetchy. A good belly laugh. Good to hear it, Jinx 8. Under pressure. Looking down on... yeah, no matter what. Just been buzzed by a Chinook. New kitchen roof, obviously big enough for a helipad. Was it a Chinook, or was it Barrett Homes, or what was it, Everest Windows? The Chinook seemed to go over us as well, you know. Did he come from yous? Come over us and then go to the Isle of Man, I think. How's the kitchen? That's definitely getting moody out there, like. I'm going to sort this out. So there's another camera. I'm going to put a camera there. I think I can do it on this, by the way. Something I didn't realise you could do, but you can. Because I've got Elgato, I've got Stream Decks, and I've also got the Camlink, the 4K. Apparently an iPhone or an iPad, which I have an iPad, you can connect it via a QR code and then use it as a camera. So I could just leave it plugged in there and let you watch what's going on, or even put it in the car, let you see what's going on outside. I might do that and just see if it works. I thought it was a wallpaper paste ad. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. But yeah, Everest with Ted Moult, and he used to drop the feather inside. There's a massive helicopter giving it bifters outside, and he used to drop a feather, and you could see that it wasn't blowing in the wind because there was no wind. Double glazing. And then Barrett Homes, they also had one, didn't they? Helicopter flying bastards. Hotkeys, I have hotkeys as well. There are hotkeys everywhere. Defo with Chinook. You can tell, can't you, the sound of them. It's got a really sort of deep... It feels like a bass drum. One of them hitting you in the chest. They are so loud, and they're massive as well. The wallpaper paste ad, what was that one for? Wasn't Loctite, was it? Of course it wasn't Loctite. What the fuck was it? I'm going to have to Google this now. Wallpaper paste advert helicopter. Solvite. It wasn't Loctite, it was Solvite. 1979, 78, 79, what? I did not know that was the late 70s. What? The only one you need. Solvite. Bloody hell. That is mad. Do you remember it? Yeah. Do you remember that? Fucking hell. That brings back memories. I can't show anymore because they'll go apeshit, but what? Anyone remember that? I'm going to turn into Peter Kay now, aren't I? Peter Kay. Who remembers Solvite? Can you bring up a barrel from the cellar? Of course, of course. Yeah, the Mach Loop. Military planes flying on there. You can get above them on the hills, on the mountains, and look down at people flying past you. There's a Chinook documentary on the iPlayer, is there? I'm going to have to find that. You can almost see the pilot's name on his flying suit. It was Solo. I have to be careful sunbathing then during the summer. Louise. Used to be there in droves, of course. Military helicopters all over Northern Ireland, of course, of course. You're on the Liverpool airport flight path. You get hawks from the RF Valley and sometimes more exotic stuff. You get the beluga, don't you? That goes over quite regularly. I'm on the flight path from RAF Woodvale, so we get single engine rather, little tiny, laney planes, like the smart cars of the air. Helicopters, thousands of them. And you've seen the planes going through the Mach Loop when you look down on them. That must be absolutely mental. Hearing the noise afterwards as well. Oh, a flight from Northern Ireland to Scotland. Yes, was the police involved in that? Was it a load of Northern Irish police? So they thought it was terrorism straight away, didn't they? Do you know what I might have seen that? Yeah, police and top military. Ali, you'd love to go up in a helicopter. We can make that happen for you. We can do that. Remember some crashes? That must be horrible, that. Any kind of crash in an aircraft must be horrible. You stand a chance of walking out of a 747, you don't out of a bloody helicopter, do you? It's like a tin can. You probably puke, but you still have to do it. Hot air balloon. Would you be able to do it? I'm scared of heights. I couldn't do a hot air balloon. I would lose it. I'd probably fall out the side of it. Oh, horrible. No, I can't do it. You've been in one? How was that? Yeah, the RUC, MI5, all the army. The top boys. That's why they thought straight away it was some kind of proper full-on terrorist thing, but it wasn't, was it? Not Lep's helicopter, that's a totally different one. Yes, I'm sure there's plenty of helicopters you could get your hands on, to be honest. You can pay to go in one. Oh, hello.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Tomash. Level 9. Great stuff, lovely to see it. You can pay to go in one. They must do them at the airport. Liverpool airport must do them as well. They've got to do. I wouldn't mind having a go. You only saw it because there was loads of people waiting by the side of the road, Mandy. You stopped to see what they were doing. You only saw them because you're an absolute gag. That's what it is. You were gagging in, weren't you? Even trained for 2 days to do a static line jump. See what? Right. Was it level 9 the other day? I'm going to have to find out on this because Louise said the same thing. Oh, it's kicked me out. Something's going on here. I'm not happy. Yes, you're not level 9, you're level 10. It's saying on here that you're level 10. I think that just must be a problem, to be honest with you. Yeah, ignore level 9, it's level 10. Botrix is being Bitrix tonight, isn't it? Wonder why it's being so weird. Yeah, Louise, I'm not sure about yours being 9 either. I seem to remember you going way above that. You chickened out of a jump, I'm not surprised. I would do as well. Jack, you went to level 16, you don't remember 15. That's because you never shut up, that's why. You just went ping straight through. Afraid of heights, I know that. I'm the same. Yeah, dodgy, man. So you mean you're on level 50? Of course it doesn't, Mandy. You haven't dropped down 20 levels. England plays Slovakia in the next round. Oh dear. Slow, not good. When is that? Was it Monday? Sunday, Monday, did you say? Let's have a look. Football. What the fucking hell's this doing? My phone's going hertz, man. All matches by day. No, not that day. Some bizarre stuff here, like. When's the next round? No, obviously it isn't on the betting site yet. You're never going to catch man. You could do. There are days when you're quiet, absolutely 100% right. Not very quiet, obviously. Ali, where's the moon? It's there. It's nah, it's bollocksed. It is absolutely bollocksed. I mean, it's proper as well, like. It's actually a proper representation of what the moon looks like, with the craters and everything. But it is absolutely plunged. I've had it for about 6 or 7 years now, so I've had my money's worth out of it. You went pony trekking and horse riding, you hated both. I didn't kick it. You see the moon and the moon sees you. Very romantic. Stick a flag on it. You can't. It's going to have to go out. I'm going to have to... Can you have it to decant your wool from? Of course you can. Who cares about points and buttocks? You're here for the abuse. That's a good job because there's plenty of it coming from the ladies tonight. Bang out of order. Bang out of order. It's good for me though because it helps people when they're trying to be, when they want to be quiet, they can't afford to be, so they just jump in there and start chatting, which is great for engagement. In the mirror room. Well, you will see the moon in there, won't you? Sorry, the mirror moon. What abuse is that? Giving or receiving? 'Tis better to give than receive. I learned that on my first night in jail. Jigsy hasn't abused you, Steve, tonight. You forgot to put yet on the end of that though, didn't you? You've seen the representations of the moon, Birkenhead Town Hall, and Earth, Gaia, Birkenhead Park. Oh, the art installation. Oh, was that the one that was also in George's Hall? Didn't he go in the cathedral as well? Well said. You have to comment on videos to update your chat, I've noticed. Nothing's playing. Why is nothing playing? Faith No More was playing. Have I pressed buttons accidentally? I will AI a song for nothing playing, by the way. But at the moment I'm trying to sort out 8 Mile Radius's debut album. Very cool. R. Thomas is very cultured. Quite a lot of us are in this here Merseyside. We produce not only boxers and footballers and comedians, but also many a poet and writer. I will make it, I will definitely make it. I might have to write the lyrics myself though, because obviously I don't trust AI to write it right. I need to write the rights to write it right. Cultured like a yoghurt. Thick and fruity. If anyone's bored, by the way, just on a day-to-day basis, open up Suno or Udio and just help yourself make some songs. It's amazing what you can make. Fantastic. You'd lick the lid. Of course, in Liverpool, lid is also a word for lad or kid. How's it going, lid? You're alright? Don't be licking any lids. North Face ninjas doing wheelies on the mountain bikes or on someone else's mountain bikes, as the case may be. Sapping in lid. You know those lads who sound like coffee machines, Starbucks coffee machines. Oh, lad. They call the nan lad. Sapping in nan lad. Thought you meant, am I bored now? Of course you're not bored now, man. How could you possibly be bored when you have me? I'm here. Except my name's not Amir. The world's worst hide and seek player. Amir. Look now. Awful. I'm not even giving myself a dad joke without his shit. You never get bored, eh? How can you get bored with the people that we have in this chat? Jesus. I watch loads of things about the best way to stream, how to write a script for streaming, all that shit. Well, how could you possibly write a script for this stream? I want to talk about this, this and this. Next thing you know, there's people getting handcuffed in fucking hot tubs, shitting themselves because they've been eating Turkish delight or whatever. Yeah. Can't, can you? But I'm going to make that. I am going to make that. And I'm going to make an absolute conscious effort to be able to learn a little bit of keyboard enough to be able to I've written my own songs, to record my own songs again. I miss doing that. Both of those sites are getting sued for copyright infringement by the big record companies. They are. So hurry up and get in before they get taken down. That's my Uncle Nick's advice for tonight. Get in, get the job done, get out. Laurie only hit one, not two pillars. That's good. This is not a structured stream. It isn't. Even if it was, it wouldn't be after 5 minutes, would it, to be fair? Hi, I'd like to talk to you tonight about... Sit down, dickhead. There's dogging going on. It is a pub. It is. It's a pub. It is the Pause. The Free House. Who's that? That is... Jackie, who's that getting sued? It is Udio and Suno, which are two websites, AI websites, where you can make AI music. The outro for this is AI, as is, whisper this quietly, as is 8 Mile Radius and Horace Haiku. Yeah, a script. Enter stage right. Wrangle llamas. Supervise doggers. Turn on hot tub. What more can you ask for? That's a good start, isn't it? That's a very good start to anything. You rebuilt the pier last year only for a lorry to reverse into it again. What? Fuckers. Didn't Phil Collins sing that? Which is that? I can see you supervising doggers tonight, oh Lord. Was that the one, was it? Yeah, that's why you're the PA. You know these things. And also you've got a pad and a pen. Write this down. Remind me to get a pad and pen. Who am I kidding? I've got pads and pens everywhere. And post-it notes. In case I want to write a note and post it. A studio, he did. Oh. Phil Collins, man. Never trust anyone who's bald and has a mullet. Tit. But an amazing drummer. Never allow a drummer near a piano. Bad things happen. Blinding lights. Ali says stop the lights and then blinding lights come on. That's weird, man. You're very... Mandy is very organised, isn't she? Very organised. Someone needs to be. Nothing else is organised in this, is it? Apart from... I was very organised because the lights were completely charged. Just checking to make sure they all are. They're all on, yeah. Stop inviting your mates round, mate. Right, you're off. No worries. Good to see you, Steve. And, of course, our Norfolk correspondent, Helen. The stream wouldn't be the stream without you, you know this. Your much needed beauty sleep, I'll behave, mate. You're a handsome devil, we know that. But you're an actual worker. Someone does actual work. You deserve your sleep because you've actually worked. I deserve to go and put my feet up and write poetry because I'm a bone-eyed lazy bastard. Very much needed indeed. Absolutely 100% right. And I need food. I do, I genuinely need food. What am I getting now? Yep, woof woof. I'm not shouting it too loud. Definitely not shouting it too loud. What do I need? Do I need fruit? Fruit and yoghurt. Will that be enough? I need something else and I can't remember what it was. I've got to pick something up when I go there. And walnuts, I need walnuts, definitely. You are awake past 10:15, Jinx say you are. In the witching hour. Chocolate, I need that as well, yes I do. Lots of different types of chocolate. Plenty of it. But there's something else I need, something else I should have written down earlier on, but I didn't. I meant to write it and I didn't. Raspberries, ginger nuts and yoghurt. Ginger nuts. Remind me of that later. Yeah, I'll get some of them. There's something else I need as well. A wee stash, I do. Walnuts, definitely need walnuts. Shower gel. I might need more shower gel actually when I go. My original mint sauce is running exceptionally low. Savoury snack. Prescription? No, they close at 8 o'clock. If I get my prescription, I always try and go in there early. I'll ball, so it doesn't really matter. I'll pick up what I need to pick up when I need to pick it up. That'll give me a bit of a pick-me-up. No point in asking you when you remember nothing, Ali. I know, but they're normally the people that will tell you what you need. You can tell I need more shower gel. Oh, that's very harsh because I smell fantastic right now. I had a shower before I started this stream, and I've got my Calvin Klein deodorant on. Can't be doing the mint sauce. I love it. Even on the Davina McCalls, I don't mind it. I like the tingle. It's a nice tingle. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. Yeah, me, like an absolute knob. I've got Calvin Klein deodorant. It's nice, like. You've got a Men Expert one that promises minus 3.8 degrees Celsius effect. Never works, does it? Yeah, Shania doesn't impress you much. Very, very timely. That should be that Don't Impress Me mush, shouldn't it? And sang in a Cockney accent. Done by Chaz and Dave. That Don't Impress Me mush. Don't like lamb and mint sauce. You gotta have that both. That lamb and mint sauce goes together like a horseless carriage. Like pork and apple. Or lemon and ginger. Some things go together. Mush is a saying from your town as well. It's definitely used by Cockneys quite a lot, isn't it? Sam Mush. Actually, I've heard loads of Scousers using it as well. Meaning some big lad. Some fucking mush just came in now. Mush or heads. There's a couple of heads in there at the moment. Which of course is short for head the balls. Lunatics. Beware if there are heads involved. Don't like pork and apple either. Strange. Tomato and basil. Yes, Mandy, you remember that well. People on the M69 laughing their heads off with fucking basil. I wish we could have filmed that, I really do. Broken down on the outskirts of Leicester. The driver was absolutely fuming. Even more so because we were winning 2-0. Anders Limpar scored an absolute worldie. And then we had 2 players sent off. Duncan Ferguson got sent off for elbowing someone when he was nowhere near them. Jimmy Willis, I think it was, he was supposed to have elbowed. Vinnie Samways got sent off and they brought it back to 2-2. So we didn't win when we should have done. The car broke down on the way out. And then as he sat there fuming, someone in the car just started laughing and went, "Oh, fuck's sake. Tomato and basil." And everyone started laughing. Even the lad that was fuming started laughing. So it was a good little icebreaker, that one. Oh, I love apple tart and crumble. Apple tart and crumble. Very nice. Pork and apple, lamb and mint. There are some very funny food combinations, but they work together. Ali loves a tongue insider. So I've been led to believe. You like sweet stuff separately, but it does work. Gammon and pineapple. Again, I don't like that, but it does work. The sweetness cuts through the saltiness and that. Don't judge you. You love pineapple on pizza. Sorry, Mandy. Too late. You are being judged. You are evil. You should go to The Hague right now. But to be fair, anyone who says you shouldn't put fruit on a pizza, just remember that tomato is actually fruit. Ali, Thomas, who told you that? Ali, you did. Sweet and sour. Sweet and sour. Sweet and sour's nice. In the right combination. Genuinely. It works well. Like cheese and grapes. Brie and grape works well together. Some things work very well. Wine works well with cheese and chocolate. Just because of the balancing combinations. Which is why some fruits work well with, well, duck à l'orange. The orange, the citric acid of the orange cuts through the fat of the duck. All this works. Christmas cake and cheese, that does work actually, that does work. And even better if you got a little bit of port. A little snifter of port to go with it. Knowledge is knowing tomato as a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad or something. Exactly. That's exactly it. Cheese and crackers. Cheese. You have tomato on cheese, don't you? Tomato is a fruit. Duck and orange you like. This is all exactly the same. Duck, you'd also get sometimes you have plum, don't you? Plum sauce with duck. These things all work together. Fish, loads of people put lemon juice on fish. Same thing. I think there's something out there, something in nature always pairs with something else in nature. Did they grow up together? Cheese and crackers. Again, they do work really well. Got to be careful though, because the crackers can be salty, as can the cheese. You need to be careful with too much salt. Perhaps Thomas is someone else's tongue. You never know. Crispy duck. Oh yeah. Crispy duck pancakes. Hoisin sauce. I could eat a full duck now. It'd be no good for me, you do lemon fish. And you like duck but plain and with a curry portion with chips. That's fair enough. But if you're not having it that way, a little bit of orange or plum on it is very nice. Is there room for a Chinese restaurant in the bear garden? Yes, there is. There's room for everything. This is going to be the biggest pub in the world. We already are. What the feck is crispy duck and pancakes? Duck cooked to be crispy and then torn up, shredded with forks. You get little pancakes, lash it on, a little bit of batoned cucumber, batoned, is it cabbage? And then some hoisin sauce, roll it up, snarl it. Fucking gorgeous, man. Salt and pepper everything. Proper Scouse salt and pepper everything. Absolutely, I mean genuinely anything. Salt and pepper chicken with salt and pepper chips. With salt and pepper shumais on the side. Just launch it in together. Why am I talking about food now? Especially stuff from orderly places. I can't be ordering stuff. If there is, that's a good point. If there isn't room, Andy, there is room for a poster with the Just Eat and Deliveroo phone numbers, and also that could also possibly be a good merch sponsorship link up with them. Get them to pay for everything instead. Linda McCartney veggie crispy duck is great. What? Never heard that before. No, I'm not skint. I just need to be careful with the food that I eat and the times that I eat it. I don't want to be back in hospital with Explodey Brain 2. The return of the killer Explodey Brain. Plus I want to be able to sleep tonight. If I eat something too rich or too heavy tonight, then I'll just be awake till 4 or 5 again. Can't afford to do that, I know that. Tomorrow's Thursday as well, isn't it? Sound. I'm trying to eat it, not healthy as such. Healthier. And if I'm going to have a snack, or if I want to eat something now, I'd possibly pick up a sandwich or a pasta salad or something. Something that's not overly heavy with fats. PSA. Go on. Thursday all day tomorrow. It better have be. You can feel your eyes closing. Thanks. Am I that interesting, Jinxie? Am I? Oh, don't worry about that. You're normally asleep by about 9:30 anyway, so you're doing fantastic work. Go and get your head down. Get yourself to sleep. You must be knackered being up this late. Get off to the land of Nod. Dream about helicopters. I am very soporific. Put you to sleep. One of these days I'll put you to bloody sleep, you Jinxie. Who am I joking? I wouldn't mess around with an Irish girl. She'd fucking kill me. Go and get your head down. Not the first time you've heard that, is it? But I'm going to go as well, because I am going to go to Tesco. I need to go and get food. Not just for now, I need it for tomorrow as well. I've run out of things to eat. Never run out of things to say, but run out of things to eat. And I need to get my steps in. I'll get them in. I will do loads of steps in Tesco. I'm the filthy one. I am, yeah. I wasn't until you started appearing in the chat, dear. Who am I kidding? I am. Discussing. Yeah. Sweet dreams of big choppers. Big hefty choppers. Right, yes, so of course.
Another great night here at the Bears Paws. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat and told the odd joke. Now get in our hot tub for a post-stream soak.
That's why there was no chat box. I turned it off so you could see the outro. That's why. Now we know. Now I know to remember to do these things. Yeah, cheers everyone. You've been fantastic as always. So what was that thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, that reminds me. That's that.
Hoo-yah!